Should be noted, those in attendance are Councilperson Peck, Councilperson Schlusselman, Councilperson Morrow, Councilperson Malcolm, Councilperson Steve Beck's here, City Attorney Jennifer Zrodnik's here, Mayor's here, and City Clerk Sandra Walton's here. I'd like to remind all in attendance, including the council and staff, to please shut off your cell phones on the mute mode. With that being said, let's rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Agenda item number 4, approval of the consent agenda, council minutes of July 5th, 6th, 2022, and bills received. 5th, 6th, and 8th, and bills received. Any discussion? If not, I'll take a motion.
I move to approve the consent agenda, council minutes July 5th, 6th, 8th, and bills received.
Is there a second to that motion?
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5. Any resident comments?
Well, we had one meeting for the 3rd of July, which was yesterday, just to start our overview of that, a review of it, and that will continue. And we felt that it was pretty successful from all accounts. There'll be some tweaking for next year and possibly some changes, but we're not at that point yet where we've really discussed anything specific.
Are you doing that on Tuesday or Monday?
Tuesday, we do meet next Tuesday. We'll be getting work on getting a new director.
Okay. Well, I thought you guys did that. I thought July 3rd was probably as good a Main Street as we've had. Except maybe for the Susquecentennial. And people had handled the 4th of July well. You've got 9 o'clock in the morning, it's been out and rained, and it's ready to quit and go home.
Steve, did you have anything you wanted to add on that report?
No, I think you did a great job with the overview. There were a couple of things that I had to follow up on after the meeting that I hadn't really talked about much, but.
Okay, move to agenda item number 7, police report. Chief.
Okay.
Do we have both guys here tonight?
No, just one.
Just Andrew.
Yeah.
So continuing to fill the crew. So I'm gonna swear in a new officer. It's our first item. This brings us up to full staff, correct?
Yes.
And I brought you a cheat sheet.
Awesome.
So I'll give you the cheat sheet. I'll read it except where it says name. You say your own name, then I'll read part of it, then you follow and read part of it. So we get
Your name.
to raise the right hand.
Your name.
I,
I,
and your name,
Andrew Bashley,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and I will faithfully and impartially, to the best of my ability,
and I will faithfully and impartially, to the best of my ability,
discharge all the duties of police officer for the city of Belle Plaine, Benton County, Iowa, as now or hereafter required by law.
discharge all of the duties of police officer for the city of Belle Plaine, Benton County, Iowa, as of now or hereafter required by law.
Congratulations. Welcome to Belle Plaine. I need your signature on these. No idea whether that one's gonna work or not. Yeah, it does. So I need your signature on both copies. And then I'll have them notarized tomorrow. We'll get one back to you and one will go in your permanent file. So now we have the third officer, Andrew, in Belle Plaine. So if you need a cop, just yell Andrew. And you might get the best.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome, Andrew.
You betcha.
See you later.
See ya.
Thank you.
Bye.
Andrew's dad is Iowa City officer. He's on duty, so he won't have to. I've got a few things to advise you of, and then we can go across the hall. Or actually, I have another letter to there too. Last week, Monday, I attended an active shooter presentation down in Marengo, put on by Iowa County Sheriff's Office and Marengo PD, and the Iowa County Emergency Management Association. Tyler Brandt and Tyler is we call him Alice instructor. Alice training, or that's what they're instructing in the schools now, during active shooter type situations. We're going to be meeting with Superintendent Strait next week sometime, Tuesday, kind of start having the conversations and possibly set up some training in the future online. If something like that would happen, we need to have some training under our belt. We had a significant cash seizure recently on a drug case. I won't be able to give you very many details, but we are working on forfeiting that cash, and as that make it public, basically officially. We're doing firearms training this week. 3 of us did it on Monday, and the rest of the gang is going up tomorrow. That is north of Benton at a private firearms range. Instructors of the sheriff, 2 guys from the sheriff's office. This past weekend, I worked on purging our evidence room, which you'll see here in a little bit. It doesn't take long. I purged about 5 years worth of stuff out of there, contraband and seized property that cannot be returned to the owners. I had to do that with a destruction, what they call a destruction order, basically compile the case numbers, submit it to the courts, and get a judge's blessing to go ahead and dispose of it. So that, like I said, 5 years worth of stuff that opened up 3 or 4 shelves worth of space in there. Out with the old and with the new. Let's see. Bulletproof vests. I found out yesterday that mine is expired, so I'll be getting a new one. And then obviously Andrew here, and then our other new part-time officer, he's going to need one as well. We've got a bulletproof vest grant to base 50%, so I'll submit that to that, and hopefully we get them paid for it. Takes 3 months to get them. So.
What's a bulletproof vest cost?
Well, the ballistic panels are the actual vest, I guess, is about $800, between $700 and $800. The exterior carrier that we wear is another $300, plus all the attachments. I mean, you're talking $1,500 by the time you're done. So, and then again, Mike Campbell graduates August 19th from the academy. And that's what I have for you there. So. Did you want to go on to number B here?
Yeah.
I think we can. We discussed it already, but if
So Garrett's idea wasn't a new concept. It was something we actually looked at in years past. But his idea was if we ever have two officers on duty, keep one on the north end of town, keep one on the south end of town. kind of makes sense. Sometimes it's not real good on the practicality side, the practical side of things, but, yeah, we've looked at that before. You know, the number of times we actually have more than one officer on duty, is actually, it doesn't happen very often. It happens more frequently now because obviously we have Andrew, he's new, he's still kind of assigned with somebody. Tyler Checkel's been volunteering a little bit on his own, and, you know, working as a second officer. So if you see two guys on, you know, it's kind of nice once in a while, but it doesn't happen very often. Anything else, Garrett, you want to?
No, I mean, that was just it, is have one on the north side, one on the south side in case there was a derailment or emergency that happened. With Salt Creek being closed, our next avenue was going all the way out in the country coming around. So, I mean, that was the reason behind that idea. Other than that, I think we covered it pretty good in our conversation.
Appreciate it. Appreciate the input.
Yep.
Any other questions? To our TV audience, we're going to recess and go on a tour of the police department. So you can stay by your computer screen and see the council chamber empty, or go get an adult beverage out of the kitchen.
You want me to make some kind of sign or just let it keep running?
I was gonna have you make a test pattern sign like the old,
Oh, yeah.
but then I remembered some of them were Indian chiefs and then.
Be right back.
Go over it, not good anymore.
You
Cut.
do the test pattern.
Yeah. KWWL's like Blackhawk.
Yep.
Chief Blackhawk.
Sorry. I was just following you.
Oh, this thing. Okay, all right.
He's not making that stuff.
We did it nice.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on, there's flowers out here.